So about a couple of days ago, at this point, it's probably been like maybe about a week and a half, if I'm going to be honest. Courtney Elizxbeth, I think that's it. Yeah, Courtney Elizxbeth put out a post on Instagram, basically snitches saying that her channel got deleted. That sucks, right? Now, I've been pretty vocal about most predator catchers, but I will sit there and say she has definitely been um, one of the more better ones. I've been watching her for a while, so this definitely does suck that they want to terminate her channel because the thing is, maybe a couple years ago, they wanted really being very strict on these channels. And she has done everything damn near to comply with the new rules, with the new guidelines of YouTube. And of course, they wound up shutting her channel anyway. And I did sit there and say maybe a couple of years ago that putting those rules up is not going to mean anything because even with those rules being there, and there was a lot of them, at the end of the day, they all want to break in the same ones, right? So it was kind of BS to sit there and say, hey, listen, if you follow these guidelines, then your channel is going to be saved and your video is not going to be taken down. When in reality, those rules didn't even matter. Even when they followed those rules, it didn't matter because it still broke their initial rules. And while she was sitting there talking about how like her and Skeeter Jean and what's the other guy's name? Gideon. And I think it's another one called like PC something. And she pretty much was like, we were pretty much like the last OGs because like YouTube did like a whole purge where they were just deleting all these channels left and right. You know, the only channels are actually up if those videos are re-uploaded. Um, so it sucks. Now she does have a Rumble channel. You can sit there and follow her on Rumble. If you go to her Instagram, she does have a link where you can sit there and follow her new YouTube channel, which who knows how long that's going to be up for. But all in all, it does suck. I will sit there and say if you are a supporter of her, support her locals, and definitely go to her Rumble. Because I'm going to be honest, as far as YouTube is concerned, the minute that you probably watch some of her videos or she starts uploading more videos, it's going to be gone. But it does suck. She is actually one of the really good ones that to this day, I still do watch her channel. So, I don't know. If you're looking for a channel and the reason why you haven't found it is because, well, it's gone. So, let me know what your thoughts are. And I want to sit there and emphasize something because I've seen this on her channel. I've seen this every single time a Predator channel gets taken away. YouTube supports pedos. No. YouTube supports YouTube, right? YouTube does not want a lawsuit. And let me tell you something. For every good catcher channel, there's always a catcher channel that is going to ruin it for the rest of everyone else. And the bottom line, well, there's a couple of bottom lines. But one, they don't want a lawsuit, right? They don't want a lawsuit. Yes, we could sit there and say we have the evidence, we saw the chat logs and everything like that. But at the end of the day, it's proven into innocent is guilty or whatever that term is. And the bottom line is, well, they don't want a lawsuit. You gotta sit there and remember something. As much as I'm a fan of the catcher channels and you're a fan of the catcher channels, YouTube is more than just predator catcher channels. It houses a whole bunch of other different things. And as much as I love watching a pedo, really get their just dessert, you have to sit there and remember, I don't want YouTube going down simply because there's a bunch of lawsuits because they're catching these people. As good as it is to sit there and do that and expose them, there are other platforms that you can sit there and watch that on that are a little bit more loose. Rumble may not be as known and as popular as YouTube, But if it's a place that's going to sit there and support that content, and you know it, just go there and watch it. Just go there and watch it. But don't sit there and start saying YouTube is protecting pedos and stuff like that, because there are laws. There are laws. There are lawsuits. There's reasons why YouTube does what YouTube does. I don't always agree with it, right? I don't always agree with it. I don't agree with her channel being taken down, but I do understand how YouTube wants to make sure that they don't want a lawsuit from somebody, because although they might have did the right thing, this isn't necessarily the platform to be putting that on and risk the platform as a whole, because it's not just a Keter channel network or whatever. So it's not about YouTube protecting pedos, it's about YouTube protecting itself and the other content creators that do use this platform to make money and to put out content and stuff like that. If that makes sense. Anyway, let me know what your thoughts are. And yeah, support on Rumbles and Locals.